Hey, Switch heads, Kanan here, and hope you're all well, and welcome to my review of Escape from Life Inc., a platform kind of puzzly type game. But the first question you have to ask yourself, will it make it onto the Wall of Fame or the Wall of Shame, or maybe somewhere in the middle? Just before we get started, allow me to mention our community Discord, link below. We do loads of streaming on there, and we like to engage in the old conversational activities as well. And so, without further ado, let's see what Escape from Life Inc. has got to offer. Gameplay. Okay, with a really nice tutorial type thing to get you into it and to also bring all the characters into the actual game, we end up seeing the fact that we get to control a fish with legs, a reindeer that's like useless, and a eagle that is kind of like almost to me the leader of the pack kind of thing. Each character has their unique type things that they can do, like the fish can swim in water and do watery things, the eagle can fly and do flyy type things, and the reindeer can, he can bash things with his antlers and do, well, is that what reindeers do? I don't know. Anywho, you are three captured animals and you have to escape from, well, Life Inc., I believe. And to do this, you will be platforming between levels, jumping, swimming, and flying. Also pressing activation buttons and solving little tiny puzzles all the way through the game. There is literally nothing too taxing within this game, and it's enjoyable, I suppose. The controls really could do with a bit of a tweak, as they don't seem as responsive as one would hope for a game like this. As you progress through the actual game, you will gain different things that you can do, like jumping up or scaling walls, also gaining extra lives so that you can take more than one hit. You also from time to time get thrown into the fray of a kind of boss battle from here and there, and these are different, and sometimes for me, whilst you're battling, it kind of like outstays its welcome, but they're okay, I suppose. And there's different characters also that you'll meet along your way, some interesting, some not so interesting, and some that you'll see more or less all the way through the game. The story's okay, it's nothing real special. There are some funny bits in the actual game as well, and the ending is good enough to warrant you getting to it, although a little bit sad in a way. I find the writing in, well, when I've got it in handheld mode, was a little bit too small most of the times. Even with my glasses on, I was straining and my head was hurting slightly just trying to read it all. Now I'm going to mention something I don't normally or try to stay away from whenever I do a review of a game, because it shouldn't really influence people to buy a game. And trust me, it's not going to alter my score at all. But this was made by a 15-year-old, and I think they've done a really good job, to be honest. I mean, sure, it's very basic in its look and playability side of it, but I just want to mention it because I think it's pretty cool, and any person watching this of a younger age looking at this thinking, I would love to do that, well, here's the proof. You can do it and you can get published. And I would definitely encourage that within anyone looking at doing a game themselves, young or old. Graphically, I believe they call it a pixel art type look, and it's okay. I've never really been a fan of this type of look, but it does look okay, if not a little bit static. I think the brightness of the game really lifts it up, and I also think that the different sections and stages look different enough where you're actually in a different place that it actually makes it seem like you've actually gone to a different place. As for the audio, I think it's lacking greatly in the audio. There's not much really here. It's very minimalistic, which is, I suppose, maybe what they were going for, but to me it just doesn't work properly. The soundtrack's okay though, and that kind of like carries you on its own in a kind of way, because there's not enough of anything else to actually listen to. The good. The game as a whole is okay and pretty decent to play, and the puzzling aspect of the game is also okay. The bad. The controls could probably do a bit of a tweak. I think for what you're getting, the price is a tad too much. Not a great fan of the sound, and the speech bubble sound also, I'm not a great fan of that either. The score. Okay, so I'm going to score this a rather average 3 out of 5. I've seen a lot worse than this, and I've also seen a lot better than this. I think if it was priced slightly lower, I think I'd be giving it a slightly higher average score. But as it is, it's literally just there in the middle, sort of like doing its bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I would say if you're a fan of this sort of style and everything, go out and get it. And if you're not and you're on the fence, maybe wait for a sale. And as for my alternative, well, I'm going to pick Pikuniku. I own this game. It was quite good fun. It's kind of like a puzzler platformer again, but in a slightly different way, with kind of, if you like, pixel art graphics. Again, it's an okay, fun little game. And so any comments you wish to leave, make sure you leave them down in the comments. That's where they belong. Or come and join us in Discord, where we chat and get our live streaming on, and you're more than welcome to come and join in. And as usual, if you've enjoyed anything you've seen here, you know what to do, because life is better when we switch together.